What's up, you guys? It's me, Big T, and it's another episode of your favorite, The Big T Show. What's up, you guys? And usually, like right now on my YouTube, I usually do podcasts and talk to friends about wrestling. And we're still going to be talking about wrestling, but we're going to do something a little bit different. And you're probably wondering, why do I have this on my face? I got, ingrown hair. It looks ugly. So I put this on, put a hat on. I'm going to a wrestling show, and I'm going to be interviewing some wrestlers. And you might want to watch this because you're probably going to see them one day in the Hall of Fame. So we're going to go. We're going to have some fun. We're going to meet some wrestlers. We're going to talk, and we're going to have a good time. And I know it's been a while, but just want to say, if I was a wrestler, man, this is what my picture would look like. What's up, guys? Big T. I told you, you see somebody right here. Right here, we got.
Yes, sir. You know, it should be a singles match because I've already beaten Eric Surge. But, I guess I'll settle for a tag match to get my hands on Anthony Totelli.
I do have a question like this. What got you into professional wrestling?
I've always loved professional wrestling since being a kid and just, horsing around with friends in the backyard and just watching it on TV and just how much larger than life they were. I've just always been a fan.
Who's wrestling that you look up to watching TV?
He who is not supposed to be named. Chris Benoit was a huge inspiration growing up. I've always been a big fan of guys like Lance Storm and Dean Malenko. Nowadays, CM Punk. Guys like, Gunther, Timothy Thatcher, Zack Sabre Jr. Those are like big inspirations nowadays.
One moment that I want to do this for this moment. This is what I want to do, just because of that moment.
Well, it's hard to say, the fondest memory I have of wrestling is when the Radicals debuted on Monday Night Raw. They jumped ship from WCW, showed up in the front row, and then they beat the crap out of the New Age Outlaws, and that there was just that. I think that was the big moment that I was like, I want to do this. That was because it was just such a crazy thing to see. Because at the time, you didn't know what was legit and what was,
The Attitude Era.
Right, yeah. The internet wasn't as smart as it is now. So back then, you didn't, these guys from this other company showed up. What are they doing? And then the whole, invasion angle and stuff after that was just a really big thing. It was just very entertaining and crazy, and you never knew what to expect. So.
What's your name?
Well, my gimmick name or my actual name? Tate Manson.
Tate Manson. Look that up. Look at it. And how long you been wrestling?
Just under a year.
Under a year?
Just under a year.
How old are you in your mind?
Maybe 25 this year.
25?
Yep.
Hey, keep doing it, man.
Yep.
Keep doing it, but just a fan tonight?
Yeah, just a fan tonight.
Okay.
Come to see this new show.
Hey, I can't wait to see you tonight.
Yep.
Thank you and all that.
It's okay. I'll be on the next show. Make sure I tap everybody out. They all tap out to the crossface.
I think, it's a little too much for my taste. Because again, I grew up a technical wrestling fan. I liked Chris Benoit. I liked Eddie Guerrero. I liked Dean Malenko. I liked Perry Saturn. Guys like that. The guys that could do chain wrestling, submissions, and stuff like that. I've always been a big fan of it.
Yeah, I just started. Didn't know I started. You've been listening to us. But you say you like technical wrestling. Because technical wrestling is basically you can the technical wrestling is a story to it too.
It's a story, yes.
It's a story to it.
Always love wrestling with a good story. The reason why, even though as a kid I hated Triple H, I like Triple H the older I get because the more he connects to the story.
Yes.
Everything he does has a reason and a rhyme to it. Always love that about it.
even now.
So like you got Chris Benoit, you got Eddie Guerrero, you got Bret Hart,
Oh, I love Bret Hart.
and a lot of people I think they sleep on Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle is one of the greatest technical wrestlers there will ever be. Nobody will ever be that. Matt Gable is the closest we'll ever get to that.
Yes, yeah.
Closest we'll ever get to Kurt Angle.
It's kind of sad that he wasn't at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
but
Hey, that what was it? El
Grande, Americano.
Americano?
Americano.
Hey, he looked like a great luchador.
Hey, I think we see the future with him.
Oh,
Future
yeah.
world champion.
Especially, you know, as a man that does the diving headbutt, I gotta give one the respect to him. The man that practices the diving headbutt.
So, with like your wrestling career, you've been doing it for a year.
Yep.
You got a long time going.
Yep.
What is like one of your dream matches that you really like? You would love to have. Like,
Tajiri. I always wanted to have a match with Tajiri. Because one of my favorite wrestlers growing up as a child, like top 10 in my opinion, was Tajiri. His kicks, the mist, his ability to do multiple different styles. Perfection.
and people were sleeping on Tajiri back in the
Oh.
day. They were sleeping on
There's a
Tajiri.
lot of people that don't know about the ECW Tajiri.
Yeah, they really don't.
They don't. Which that guy was a menace to society back then. He was a league of his own for technical wrestling and kickboxing. He's the one that actually, other than maybe Sean Walkman, 1-2-3 Kid.
X-Pac.
I mean, X-Pac, he did a decent amount of
He
kicks.
did, but it was nothing like Tajiri.
No,
Tajiri was like fast.
Tajiri's kicks looked like he killed someone.
Yeah.
Especially with this buzzsaw kick.
If you could put Tajiri in a match with somebody right now, who would you put him against?
And like
It
actors
had
like
to be
me.
a technical match.
Weirdly enough, I would like to put him in a match between Aleister Black.
You got me booking in my head right now.
Aleister Black, because I feel like their styles would blend pretty perfectly. Aleister Black or maybe
I say CM Punk.
Punk.
I can see
Yeah,
Punk.
I can see Punk. I can see Punk. We already got the Muda match, so that's already happened multiple times.
Yeah.
So yeah, Punk or Aleister Black. Those kicks would be deadly, I know that.
Kenny Omega.
See, I liked Kenny Omega before he left New Japan. It kind of went bland on me when he left New Japan.
I kind of went with when Cody left Japan.
Yeah.
It kind of went. And don't get me wrong, I love AEW. I like AEW. I'm a WWE fan.
I'm a WWE fan, yeah. And in my view of that, the AEW WWE thing is, I feel like AEW has potential.
Yes.
I want AEW to succeed because
Yes.
wrestling needs competition.
Yes, it does.
It needs competition. Without competition, everything gets stale.
We know that for a fact.
Everything just gets stale. Like look at the span when WCW died.
It was nothing.
It was. I mean, there was like hits every now and then, but it was just more bland. There was no fire.
TNA was coming up, and it was not where it was.
If TNA didn't have Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff there, they would have had a better opportunity.
Yeah.
Because those two stunted the growth of TNA, in my opinion.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that because if you watch TNA at that time, before they even touched anything with TNA, how it was, at that time when they went into the business, they just the taste was gone from TNA.
Yeah. What made it special?
Yeah.
Just died out.
The ring, they changed the ring, and I get why.
I get why, because I mean, the bumps on that would be atrocious, but that's what made TNA unique. It was the big, everybody thinks TNA, they think the six-sided ring.
Yes, they do.
Six-sided ring and X Division. And I love the X Division. Even as a kid, I wanted to win the X Division title.
I started watching TNA because of Samoa Joe. I see how big he was and how fast he
I love
was.
Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. Petey Williams is another guy I liked. Petey Williams, my fellow Canadian brother. My fellow Canadian, Petey.
Canadian Destroyer.
I got asked to do that one time, and I still have yet to do it. I'm not doing the Canadian Destroyer. I'm not that athletic.
I'm hoping have a show here and I am there, did you do it for the first time?
All right. If I have a match at this show, and you're here, I'll do one just for you.
I would scream the whole time.
I'll do one for you.
I would definitely do that.
I might have to do it off the second rope because I'm not doing the ring start one. I might break my own neck. I already do that with the diamond headbutt, so I don't need to break my neck even more. It's already is.
So how many matches have you had already since your career?
It's a good question. I have never kept count, but I wrestle probably about once a week. About once a week. Sometimes every other week I'll probably get a break from it wrestling. Like this week I'm not wrestling at all.
Well, sometimes your body gotta take a break.
Sometimes, yeah.
You gotta take a break.
Especially since I'm as green as I am and I don't got the clear to get my own bookings.
Yeah.
I get what I can get.
That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta pay
Like,
your dues.
Was it last weekend? I had Super Shogun, Michigan. And then maybe the week before that, I think was JICW and was that Anderson, Indiana.
Okay.
Those are the main ones I go to. I go to AACW and Sharksville and Kokomo.
Okay.
They, for as young as a promotion is, I think they do a pretty good job. This one, I want to wrestle here.
You want to wrestle here?
I want to wrestle here.
Give it time, because he will.
I
Give it
will.
time. He's going to be the Canadian destroyer.
And if they don't give me an opportunity, I'm just gonna start interfering in these matches and just misting everybody. I just
You
start
heard it here,
knocking
so
them.
if you see it, it's
If I
coming from you.
just slide in the ring, say it be an Eric Sir's match or Anthony Tortelli's match or even Jacob Braun's match, I just have to miss them, get my shot.
You gotta earn it. Look, I'm done earning. I'm going in.
Hey, you gotta take my shot.
You gotta take it.
And if it has to be, I just have to put them on the outside and then dive bud to the outside.
You put the thing on the head, like
Oh no, I'm going full.
forehead.
I put the chair right here. Just
Don't.
dive with the chair.
So, like, out of all your matches, what was like one of your
Favorite
favorite match
that I have so far? I'll say there's two tied right now. The triple threat with me, Surge, and what's his name? Darling, and that was in Chicago, I think.
Okay.
And it was a triple threat match. Surge won by luck. By luck.
By luck.
By
y'all.
luck.
By luck.
I've never been in a triple threat before then, so he had the advantage. He had the
That was
advantage.
First time.
First time.
First time don't even count. First
Don't
time
count.
don't count.
He got lucky. And the match I just had in Shogun versus a CEO, the wannabe promoter,
And I watched that. And I don't know how the promoter got up.
Benjamin
after
Brody, got lucky because he put me in his match. I'm not a hardcore wrestler. I don't do no disqualifications. That's his stick. I'm a submission wrestler. That's why next time I see him, I'll make him tap out, courtesy of the crossface. And you can bet that.
I seen that video. I seen that video with that chair. If you haven't seen it, you gotta look. I'll put it in below.
Don't worry, there'll be more to come for him. Because I'm not gonna stop just for the win. I'm ending his career. I promise it. His career's mine. Not just his body, his soul and his career are mine. Mine.
But okay, so let's ask another question. Oh man, I'm kind of scared right now.
Hey, don't worry, you're not in the ring, so I won't do anything to you.
Okay, just want
Just
to make
yet,
sure.
unless you give me a reason to.
I don't.
But this interview might have cut short and his arm would be dangling off the bone.
So the next question I wanted to ask is, as a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
what is the real question is everybody grow up, they watch wrestling.
Yeah.
What can they do to get into this? Like, what should they do? Should they just, I played sports and I couldn't find a wrestling school.
So, if you want to get wrestling and you're young, like you're still in school, you do amateur wrestling. Amateur wrestling gives you a really good base and solid structure to start wrestling. And when you get old enough, 18 years old, find yourself a wrestling school. There's a lot, especially if you live in Indiana. There's a lot of wrestling schools around here, especially Congo Kong's Academy in Bluffton. That's where I'm trained. So a lot of these wrestlers here in Indiana are trained. One of the best wrestling schools I've ever been to and ever heard of. But go to a wrestling school, regardless. Backyard, you can do that when you're younger.
Yes.
A lot of people do backyard, but if you want to take this seriously, you want this to be a career, be trained properly. Go to a wrestling school.
And when I was a kid, I wanted to be a professional wrestler, but things happen in life. I couldn't do that. But there are wrestling schools here in Indiana. I didn't even know that. There's a lot of people in Indiana do not know there's wrestling schools here.
So I didn't know anything about wrestling school when I first tried to get into it. I actually got a little bit later. I was 23 and I started looking for wrestling schools. And I just had to start looking up. I went through WCWO in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I originally asked them, because they had a wrestling school, I asked them to train me. And they asked me where I lived. I said Fort Wayne. And they're like, well, there's a school closer in Bluffton. It's run by Congo Kong. For you guys who don't know who Congo Kong is, one of the best big men I've ever seen in my entire life. Wrestled a lot for TNA, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, wrestles all around the world currently. He had a school in Bluffton, he still does. He runs it Tuesday, Thursdays. And the thing about that is he'll take you with him to shows. He'll take you to go with him to shows. If he thinks you're ready, he'll get you booked on those shows. And if you're not ready, he'll have you watch. He'll also do a thing called homework, where he'll have you watch film, write about what you saw in that match, stuff like that. He's more just a trainer. He's also like a father figure to a lot of those wrestlers.
You guys want to go to wrestling school?
Congo Kong's Academy.
And where's that located at?
Bluffton, Indiana.
Bluffton, Indiana. I've been to Bluffton. It's little, but you can find it.
Yeah, it's not that far from Fort Wayne.
It's really not. It's like
about an hour, a little longer.
Not that far at all.
No. See these guys right here? These guys are the future of tag team wrestling. The Den and Highlight Reel, some of the greatest tag team wrestlers of the independent scene right now.
And I do want to talk to the Highlight Reel. I know they're doing their match right now.
Yeah.
I heard their name. My friend, Phil, he offered me to come here, give me the opportunity, and he said the Highlight Reels would be. I'm like, why does that make so familiar? And I've been bothering me since I heard about the show, and I'm like, I sit and I watch some of their stuff, I'm like, kind of gave me like the Usos a little bit.
Yeah, I can see it. Because I think they're twins, aren't they?
Yes.
I want to say they're because they're identical, exactly alike.
Yeah, they're twins, okay?
I'm pretty sure they're twins, yeah. We got a lot of good tag teams here. We got Oh So Delicious. I've wrestled them. Superb young talent. They're young. They've only been in wrestling for a little bit over a year. And as good as they are right now, the sky's the limit with them. They will be tag team champions in multiple different places, I guarantee it.
Y'all just gotta remember the name. Y'all heard it from
Oh So
me.
Delicious. Cake Monster is the one that wears the mask, and then Camden Francis is the taller, skinnier one. They will be something in the future, I can guarantee it. Same with the Den. They will be. I won't be surprised if they get signed to the WWE eventually. The Den, the two bigger ones right there, Caesar and I forgot the other one's name, but they're the Den. They're a tag team and they're on Shogun right now. They were the champions for a while. These guys are athletic monsters.
And they're big guys.
Big and athletic and fast. And they can fly. Oh, they can fly. Those guys, phenomenal.
Anybody knows me, I've said this before, I like big wrestlers, especially when they're fast, athletic, technical. Because you don't, in my eyes, I don't feel like a lot of big wrestlers get
the props and the ability to allow them to do as much as they can.
Yes.
The guy that trains me, Kong Kong. Big man that can fly. He does a moonsault as a finish. He also does a senton elbow from the top rope.
I like how big dude.
6'8", 300 pounds. Congo Kong. That's why they call him the monster. The monster.
I'm 335 pounds today I checked, but I don't think I can do all that.
Oh, he can fly. He's beaten me every time I've wrestled him. He's a juggernaut of a man.
So, next this question. Your first bump, how did it feel taking your first
Ironically,
bump?
my first ever match, I injured myself. I injured myself in my first ever match. It was in Arkansas, and I went to go do an enziguri, foot catch enziguri, and I overshot it and smacked my foot, and I didn't break my foot, but I did have a little bit of a fracture in my foot. Yeah. First ever match in the business. Oh, no, the business kid, you broke your foot.
You're welcome being back.
Welcome in, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Hulk Hogan messed up his arm the first time he did it. And look at him. So right now, I am with Austin ELM.
Everybody loves me. That's what it means.
Yourself.
Hey man, listen. No, it's a proven fact. Everybody loves me.
I hate you.
Well, you're
hate
the
you
one
for
outlier.
everything you
You're
stand
the one
for.
outlier. Anyways, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask, how long have you been wrestling?
Been wrestling
And
for.
I'm watching him though.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, we still got unsolved issues right now.
Yeah?
That we gotta take out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we keep things pacifistic while we're talking? All right.
Just keep it
Pacifistic.
Yeah, I just made that word.
There's
up.
nothing
You like
about
it?
me, about pacifist about me. I'm all violence. I'm all hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm all looks. I'm all glamour. I'm all glitz, and I'm.
I don't
all
see no
man.
looks. I don't see no looks.
You don't see no looks.
I don't see no looks.
Look at these teeth. Look at this smile.
It's a crooked smile right there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I went to the dentist and got this stuff fixed up,
Probably
man.
ask
A
you-
lot
you
of
should
money.
Probably ask for your money back.
Okay, let's
It's okay though. It's okay. Cause I'll fix your teeth for you. When I lock that crossface in and rip your arm out the socket.
Promise you. Fix your teeth for you.
That's a fact?
That's a fact.
That's a fact?
That's a fact.
Yeah, well, I hit that Nightmare on Elm Street on you.
Ooh,
won't be
Nightmare on Elm
sleeping.
Street. Such a scary movie. I'm shaking. Oh no.
Ask the questions. Before I end this, man.
Go ask the question.
So, question is, how long have you been wrestling, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been wrestling for about a year now.
A year now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been wrestling for a year. Tonight, you have a match, and you're gonna win this match. You know
If he
that.
gets lucky.
How do you deal with this guy?
I just let the people talk. Just let them
You
talk.
can't do nothing else.
I love
Look
this.
at him.
I love this.
But so,
So,
you've been wrestling for a
This
year.
match.
Sorry.
this match with Josh Morris. Yeah, man. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited to come back here and reintroduce people to Austin Elm, who he really is. Because the first time I was here, that was a fluke. I faced Brandon Day, 25 years in the business, over a guy with less than a year in the business. Oh yeah, he won. Great. I'm sure that looks great on his resume, doesn't it? Fact of the matter is, I'm here again. I'm gonna learn from my past mistakes when I take on Josh Morris. I'm not gonna make the same mistakes I did before. Not gonna happen. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna improve. I'm going to prove myself. I'm gonna show it to everybody why everybody loves me.
He's gonna show him absolutely nothing.
I'm sick of you, bro.
Nothing.
I'm sick of you.
Absolutely nothing.
I don't like this guy
And
whatsoever.
I don't need you to like me. I don't need nothing from you. Just for you to tap out. And cry like the little girl that you are.
Okay.
Because
We'll see.
if I remember correctly, didn't I leave you laying on the ground during that rumble?
From all those fans in Ohio.
If I remember, if memory serves me correct, you were laying there. I just punched your face in over and over again.
Maybe I'm just hallucinating. I don't know.
You know, you're not hallucinating. That did happen. But the fact of the matter is, when we get in that ring together, the next time it's going to be different.
No, it won't be the same.
There are two options. I blind you with the mist, or I make you tap out through the crossface.
You can blind me right now.
Sure you want that?
We're here.
But you have a match, buddy.
Right now I'm with Saucy Josh.
That's what's up. Saucy Josh Morris in the house, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, man. We out here at the Fort wrestling for Midwest Wrestling Combat. We're doing Retribution tonight here in Fort Wayne, the Fort Wrestling Facility, and I'm gonna kick that yeehaw fool, Austin Allen. I'm gonna kick his face into the second row, maybe the third if I'm feeling lucky.
Maybe the fourth.
Maybe. It just depends on how much I get and bah! You know what I'm saying? I got these long legs, and I can go bah! And it shakes the entire ring. So he ain't getting up after that. I also got the saucy splash. I can go off the top rope and splat on that mat, you know what I'm saying? I got a few things that I can, under my saucy wrist gauntlets, up my sleeve.
That's fire.
Hey man, I got that saucy fire flame saucy sauce.
So how long you been wrestling?
I've been wrestling for, I feel old as hell, almost 8 years, man. Been doing this for almost 8 years. You know, I've only really been coming into my own the last like 2 or 3. But you know, they always say like once you hit 7 years, something just kind of clicks. And so apparently I hit my wrestling epiphany. Now I'm just that dog. That guy that started out at the beginning of my career, I don't even know him. I would kick his face, I'd kick his butt. Hell, I'd even kick his toes, man. I'd kick all of them because he wasn't ready. He ain't saucy. This is saucy, and I have realized it. You know what I mean?
Because you didn't at that time, you didn't have that sauce.
I didn't
Now
have
you
it.
got that
I didn't have it.
sauce.
Now I got it, bro. I can't not be me even if I try. I got that sauce all the time. Sometimes I gotta be chill, like, you know, I'm at the DMV, I'm at the doctors. I can't turn this sauce off. It's just 24/7 this.
Hey, so, because you got that sauce, and I can feel it. I can
Yeah,
feel
man.
the vibe right here with the sauce right now. So tonight, you put the sauce on them, right?
Lay them up with the sauce, spread them wide, kabam! 1, 2, 3, man. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy. I've seen him, he's been trained by Brandon Day. You know, he's got good credentials, but he ain't Saucy Josh Morris. Nobody is. I am one of a kind. No trademark or anything to RVD. I am just, that's just what it is.
So what made you get into wrestling?
I've been a fan of wrestling ever since I was like 3. Like, the story goes, I was 3 years old, my dad was watching Monday Night Raw, and he said, "Hey Josh, come watch wrestling with me." And I was like, "What's wrestling?" And then from then on, I was obsessed. And so I've always wanted it, and when I've always watched it, I've always got action figures, the video games, all that shit. And eventually I was like a high schooler saying I wanted to be a wrestler, and everyone would be like, "Hey Josh, you're gonna outgrow that." And then I graduated, and I was like, "Yeah, I still want to be a wrestler, so I might as well get on that shit," because I'm a doer, man. I don't understand the kinds of minds like, yeah, this is what I want to do, but I'm not going to do anything towards it. So I went out, I found, a place to get trained. I got trained by Dan the Beast Severn, and, from then on, it's been a bumpy ride, as I was saying earlier, but I wouldn't change it because I got that it factor,
And I can see you have the it factor, and like you said, you got the sauce now.
Yeah, we got the sauce, man. I'm fresh out of it, but I have my own sauce for sale. But it's sold out.
I'm trying to get some.
Hey, bro.
Next time you get some.
next order, bro. I'll save a phone aside for you, bro.
Cool.
Free of charge.
Cool, man. Cool. I'm cool with that.
It's good sauce too. I don't put my name on nothing crap.
You put it on the stage.
Yeah, you put on whatever. It's a hot sauce. Jalapeno.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah, man.
Next question: who is that one wrestler that you looked up to? I want to be that guy, but better.
I can ask questions like that sometimes. I never feel like I come up with like a good answer. But I guess a lot of people compared me to like The Miz. But I want to, and I think The Miz is like dope because he started on the reality TV, and I am a big fan of reality TV myself. I've tried to get on a couple of shows, and I've even gotten like callbacks on them. I just never got to the final stages. So like I feel a little bit resonate with him, but yeah, I guess probably him because I feel that I can be better. So
You gotta get yourself out there.
Yeah.
You already got the sauce.
Yeah, man.
And you didn't get the spicy sauce,
Hey,
the
man,
remix sauce. Look at that.
getting the guns too, man. The main reason why back in the day I would kick my own ass is because I was a scrawny little kid, man. I didn't work out. I didn't eat food. I would just
assumed it was gonna happen, but then once I realized, again, you gotta do it. I get up every day in the morning, I run, and I lift, and I do it after my normal job and stuff, because Sausage Josh, he works during the week too, and then I wrestle everybody on the weekends and sometimes weekdays. I do double time, man,
What's that motivation to keep going and going and going?
because somebody's gotta be the best. And that might as well be me.
I love that.
Hey, man.
I love that. So, you've been wrestling for 8 years.
Almost 8 years, yeah.
Almost 8 years. What was the match that you like? That was a good match. That was my favorite match.
I had quite a few, you know. I'm my own worst critic, so watching back any matches, I'm always thinking of what I could have done better. But I had a match with Silas Young. He was in Ring of Honor and stuff. I had sometime last year, and it was, you know, it was 20 minutes, and it just flowed, and everything about it was just like, it felt like a real fight, and felt like, you know, the crowd reactions was pretty tight, man, and you know, I go out there, and I guess my next match is going to be the one that I'm going to say that's the best one. You know what I mean?
You're going to have a whole bunch of matches. This
I got a
could be the
whole
best one,
catalog.
the best one. And you got to keep going. You gotta
Oh,
keep
for
going.
real, for real. I got YouTube, man. I post all my matches. I got shorts. I got reels. I'm on all them socials, and I also have my own show on YouTube called Sauced. It's like a cinematic universe. Check it out if you're into that kind of thing.
You put it down right here.
Yeah, man.
Right here.
Sauce. Most recent episode was the Sauce Country Trav Destruction Tour. But we're working on another episode called Grand Theft Sauso 2, the trilogy.
Watch that. Watch that. If you want the sauce,
Hey, man.
you gotta watch it.
The thing is about wanting the sauce is once you get a taste, you're hooked for life, man. You can't get off the sauce. This sauce is intoxicating.
Before I leave this show, I might need some of that sauce.
No, for real. For real. You're gonna get it when I'm out in the ring. You're gonna feel the sauce radiating through the air.
Hey man, I want to appreciate it. Thank you for this.
Hey, bro. Appreciate you having me on.
I'll ask you one more question real quick. Who is, trying to think, what is the wrestler that, not the names, huh? So I'm trying to think of the right question.
Yeah,
to
man.
think about it real quick.
Hey, man,
Because
I think about stuff all the time too. I'll be talking and then I switch up what I'm saying halfway through, and then I just go with it.
and I'm glad you said that because we're all human.
Happens.
We just don't have sauce like you.
No,
We
no.
need that.
I also have the luxury of multiple cuts most of the time when I'm doing my promo videos. So, trust me, for a 2-3 minute video, sometimes it takes me up to an hour. But it's because I'm a perfectionist. I try to get that shit done correctly the way I envision it in my head.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm trying to tell you, you do something, you want to do it perfectly.
There's nothing stopping you from getting it until you have it, you know? There's nothing stopping you from being better than good enough. You know, you gotta hit it on the nail.
Last question before we leave. What is your dream match?
My dream match.
Somebody dead or alive? What is your dream match for you would have?
I think I would like to wrestle Booker T.
Booker T?
Booker T, man.
Bookman.
He was lit, like, to this day, he's probably one of my goats, man. Like, when it came to the personality and charisma department, he had it. When it came to the in-ring stuff, he had it. Yeah, every bit about him, man. He was just as tough as nails, but he wasn't afraid to kind of make himself look like a dumbass, which I'm also not afraid to make myself look like a dumbass, because somebody's got to get egg on their face. Again, might as well be me. You know, so Booker T, I think he and I would have the spinneroonie sauce on, man.
The spinneroonie sauce. I deal with that. I can't wait to see you
Yeah, bro,
tonight.
I'm about to go get ready. So I'm match 2.
Match 2?
So I gotta start getting pumped up and ready, man.
Hey, get ready and all that.
Hey, bro.
I'll be right here. Give me that sauce.
I'll shout you out.
Okay, cool.
I'll shout you out, bro. Be smooth.
Oh, with the highlight reel.
What's happening?
Damien.
Damon. There you go.
How long you guys been in the business?
6 years, still trying to go hard. Yes, sir.
Keep going, guys.
Hey, count 5 because I don't count Kobe. He's right. We just trying to be the best tag team around. Let the whole world know who the highlight reel is. Because when we show up, we show out. Hey, 100% real. REL. That's what we do around here. cameras always on, baby. We doing all the stuff. All the stuff. Yes. So, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, everybody out there around the world, always remember, keep it real.
Thank you, guys.
One thing I'll note, man.
So the show is about to start soon. People are coming in. This is already. Everybody know we got Phil over here. He's in the VIP section.
Fuck chops. Fuck chops.
That hurt my chest. So we know this guy right here.
I'll make him tap out, it's alright.
You make him tap out?
He has his arm out the socket. The dude's fine with me.
I mean, if you think about it, he did come and interrupt your interview.
Yeah, I mean,
So
This is like the scrub that he is. Nothing more, nothing less.
saucy. Let's go! What's up, guys? I'm back at my friend's house. I'm watching the dogs, and I just want to say I had a good time at the show. I had an amazing time. It's like one experience I'm never going to forget. Going to a wrestling show, seeing what they do before the show and everything, and just talking to not just wrestlers, wrestling fans, and I had a good time. Thank you guys, and thank you for inviting me to your show. And I got t-shirts. So what kind of shirts I got? Well, we got the Josh Morris t-shirt. And got his face on the t-shirt right there. Is he saucy? I like it though. I like it. And I got the highlight reel. Yeah. So I got their t-shirts before they got to AEW and WWE. And I'm hoping I get to see them more so they can do more videos and just talk wrestling. I love that. But thank you guys for watching. I want to put every single superstar name on here, team and name that was on the show, so you guys can look them up and look for them so you guys can see them before they get to that big stage. And telling you, you will go back to this video and watch and you'll see, I remember him. I remember seeing him on this video. But thank you guys. I'm out. It's been a long day and a long night, and I'm ready for bed. So good night, you guys. I'll see you guys later. And remember, I can't say it right, I'm so tired. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.